I think there's we always have lots of ideas that we'd like to develop. I think an area that we see for focus is potentially so if you think about energy as a whole, um, we're used to a certain model, and I've got quite a lot of experience of the energy sector. I did about 20 projects with Shell in the past as a consultant, and if you think about energy of the past, we're used to large scale oil and gas reserves, for example, in the North Sea in the 70s, or nowadays it's more like offshore Angola or Gulf of Mexico. Um, so we're used to these large scale reserves. That has led to massive boom in transportation and productivity and production. So we're used to being able to take a plane anywhere. We're used to being able to drive anywhere, and I think now we're reaching a stage with energy where it's getting more challenging. And you can see even today, you can see yesterday, the National Grid issued a warning about gas. They retracted that warning today, but this is the kind of thing that we have to ensure in the UK. We're okay on. So we need energy security. We need to know that we've got energy. We need to think about climate change, because I think the evidence that human activities are causing climate change, in my opinion, is irrefutable scientifically. And we need to think about the fact that these resources are finite. So we're going to have different models. So imagine you take it for granted that you could go to Sainsbury's or you could go to Cornwall, yeah, in your car. So if you've got an electric vehicle, I was talking to somebody the other day who drives from Whitley Bay to Durham, and in the winter, in the cold weather like this, they have to charge on a daily basis. They do that. They've got a Nissan Leaf. They have to charge the car when they get to Durham, yeah, to be able to make the journey back. So that's a very different way of using your car. So my point is that I think there's a lot of interesting change coming that can be enabled by technology, and the link between people's behaviours and that technology is going to be quite interesting. Okay, so energy as a centralised thing is obviously still hugely important, but I think for me, probably one of the more interesting things is distributed power sources. So imagine where you've got your wearable devices, you've got the Internet of Things, you've got different modes of personal transport emerging. Yeah, so imagine a personal drone that could take you across Newcastle. You've got these kind of different things emerging, and I think they all need the right combination of power source and power management to be able to deliver on the need.